In this example, we're going to create a web scrape of a web directory. To do this, we're going to create a scrape. We're going to give it a name. We're going to leave all of the scrape options as they are because these are all the recommended settings, except for one, which we're going to limit the number of pages it's going to scrape to 20. Then we're going to enter the URL of the target website. This is what we wanted to scrape. I'm going to assign a target. It's now checking it's actually a valid website, which will save you time later. Because it's a HTTP website, it's going to switch over to HTTP, so the wizard is not going to have any issues. Now we're going to go to the scrape instructions and we're going to tell it what we want it to extract. It's now loading the website in the wizard. So the first thing we want to do is we want to capture all of the data in these different categories. So to do this, we're going to choose the click element action and select all the categories. And then we click next. And we're going to create a template, and this allows us to assign other actions to this template to run under. So we're going to call it category, and it will execute on all pages. And yes, we do want to extract the content from the first page. And we shall use this first page as an example for all the others. Right, so we'll start off with the images. Now we could check the image exists or download the image, or we could do AI techniques such as extracting text from the images or extracting email addresses. But all we want to do is actually download the image. So we'll select that option. And then we go to next. And yes, we want it to run in the category template. So when it's on a category. Now to start off with here, we want to create a data set. This data set represents all of the data we're extracting from the website. So we want to give it a name. So we'll call it directory. First column will be image. And we'll add another column. And as you can see, it's executing under the category template. Next, we will download the titles of the different websites. Again, it will execute under the same template. We shall call it title. And this is a link, so we can select this one again and then tell it to extract the actual link instead of the text. Finally, we're going to extract the description. And here is the scrape represented as a set of commands in order to extract all that data and export it. We'll choose the standard options here, and we're going to schedule it to start immediately. As you can see, it's now running. And if we click this here, now you can see that as it's going, you can look at the snapshot of what's currently happening. And this here is a viewer which shows you a snapshot of what the scraper is currently seeing. Or you can actually download a snapshot of the results as well by clicking this option. And there you go, it's now complete. We open this up. See its last page. You can also download the results. So we've extracted the scrape, and inside it we've got exactly what we've asked for. An Excel spreadsheet, CSV file, both containing the data we asked to extract from the page. We've also got a files folder, and inside that are all the images we wanted to download. So we shall open up the data spreadsheet, and inside that you can see that you've got an image column with a link to each file, title column with all the titles of the website, a link column with all the links to the website, and a description for all the descriptions. If all of that seems too much for you, you can always use one of our pre-made templates. Just select the templates in the menu option, go through the different categories, choosing what you want. All of the options are pre-filled. You just need to enter the website you want to capture. You'll now find that the scrape instructions have been pre-filled for you. You can now select some options in the export options, or just use the default, and then schedule the scrape to start just by pressing update. Then there are two different ways of creating a scrape.